Look, what if I told you someone saw your offer last week, clicked it, skimmed it, and walked away without a word? Let me rewind that back for a moment because this isn't about whether you're showing up. This is actually it's about what happens after they see you. Look, most of us think that we have a visibility problem, and there's a case for that. But often what I see is that there's a conversion gap. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to close that gap, especially when you do get attention, and turn interest into income without chasing, without convincing, and definitely without over explaining. So if you stick to the end, I'm going to also give 25 plug and play sales messages that turn quiet engagement into book clients, and usually done with under 72 hours. That's not including without doing no ads, no launches, no extra content. So let's be honest. You've already done the work. You've created content. You're running ads potentially. You're drawing traffic to your pages, and you've had people who are inquiring or they're opting in. But what you're not getting is movement. So let me ask you some few things. Does this sound familiar? They book a call. They seem interested, but then they ghost you. People opt in into your lead magnet, but they never really take action. They ask for info, you explain everything, and then nothing. They say, hey, it makes sense, but we still not ready. Look, they even go to a checkout page and just bounce. Look, you're doing the outreach, you're doing the follow-up, but it's like dragging these people across the threshold or the finish line is like, it's exhausting. Look, what you're experiencing is it's not a marketing issue. It is more like a conversion mechanism breakdown. It's like, and let's fix that. We want to shift you from being helpful to higher. Most people believe conversions is really about adding pressure, and it's not. It's about helping people realize the true cost of doing nothing before they mentally check out. Because look, here's the truth. Most service providers are spending too much time explaining the offer when they really should be framing the transformation. Look, we like to use 3 simple steps when it comes to improving someone's conversion. Step 1, we want to make the offer the hero of the story. Your offer isn't a list of features, it's a path forward. Let's say that you are a roofing company, right? Most would say, and typically you see this a lot, we offer free estimates and quality roof replacement, right? But what if you were to shift that and say, hey, we help homeowners avoid unexpected $30,000 replacements by spotting small issues before they become an emergency? You see, that's not a feature, that's a shift. And that's what people actually buy. So step 2, you want to align your call to action with their readiness. Not everyone is ready to say yes today, but that doesn't mean that they're not open to, take next step. So you want to stage your call to actions where they are in the buying process. So let's say you have a cold prospect. Hey, you're curious about what shape your roof is in? Grab the 5-point checklist. If they're a warm prospect, hey, let's walk your property together and I'll point out exactly what I'll fix and why. If this is a hot prospect, if you want this done before the next storm season, now it's time to lock in. See, your call to action should act like a stepping stone, not an ultimatum. Step 3, simplify the path to say yes. If your offer feels vague or complicated, people won't ask for clarity. You know what? They're just going to leave. So your path should really look like something like this. Hey, click here, or here's what you'll get, or here's how we decide if this is a good fit. You see? No pressure, just clarity. Think of it like building a well-lit staircase. Each step kind of reduces the hesitation. Look, understand this. Most people who see your offer aren't thinking, should I buy this? They're thinking, do I really need to deal with this right now? So let me show you exactly where your audience resides. 60% of your audience is unaware of their situation or problem. Your job is to help them notice that problem. 17% of your audience know that they know their problem, but they need you to clarify the cost of inaction. 20% of your audience is seeking solutions, and they need you to show them your method and how it differs. 3% of your audience see you as a strong consideration, so making their decision making easy and low friction is a must for them. And finally, the 1% who know, like, and trust you, know exactly what you do and how you do it, they just need your reassurance. And they need your sense of urgency and confidence to move them forward. Now, if you're someone out here who's only speaking to the 4% that I just described, you're going to always feel like you need more leads. But when you speak to all five, you unlock growth without burning out. So how do you move someone from thinking about it to like, I need this now, without feeling pushy? Well, we speak to what's really at stake. Let's go back to using our roofing company. Let's say someone reached out and asked, a quote last week, and they're asking, do a follow up, and you just followed up. Most businesses in that industry say, hey, just check and see if you're ready for a schedule. But instead, you should be asking, how long have you noticed signs of wear? And what's the plan if another storm hits? If the insurance doesn't approve the full replacement next year, are you ready to cover that cost yourself? Or what would it feel like to stop worrying every time it rains? Now, you're not selling a service, you're guiding a decision. And guiding a decision, we want to ask questions that's going to speak to the 4 areas that are extremely important. We call this the impact compass, where every decision that is made, we believe, regardless if you're spending $100 or whether you're spending $200, people think about these 4 areas when it comes to decision making: their profession, their wealth, their health, and their relationship. Continuing using the roofing as an example, let me show you how asking questions can create a gap that's going to improve your ability to convert. So, is the delay in getting the roof done affecting how you perform or show up at work with your clients, your staff, and your projects? See, that speaks to their profession. Would waiting for another season increase your long-term cost, or will it actually wipe out your savings? Speaking to their wealth. What would peace look like if we can actually get this handled before the busy season? That speaks to their health and their mental one at that. Is this something your family's been stressing about, or are they expecting you to handle this? See, this is speaking to their relationship. See, these aren't just questions, they're mirrors. They help people see what they're trying not to face and why your offer isn't nice to have, but now or never. See, as promised, as I mentioned earlier, I said I was going to provide a tool to make the shift if you're looking to find better ways to start real conversations, reignite maybe cold leads, and convert interest into income fast. And I put the link in the description where you can get direct access to our 25 high converting sales messages. Now, these are not scripts. I want to make that very clear. These are strategic triggers to help if you've been getting ghosted, ignored, or overlooked. This will help you spark the kind of connection that actually helps you convert. So far we've covered a plethora of things in the last several videos. In our first video, clarify, get clear on your core message. We know that's important. We want to connect and build resonance emotionally, and we also want to convert and turn engagement into consistent clients. Next up, we're going to customize, where we show you how to make your client's journey feel like a tailor-made experience. So they say, this was exactly built for me. Now, you can watch how to customize your client journey so people say, this is exactly what I've been looking for. Now, I want you to keep in mind, you're building a brand with strategy, not stress. Let's keep this thing going.